There's a guy who had a warrant out for his arrest. He was out on bond for murder. He decides to call the police on McDonald's because his fries were cold. Actually, he said the fries were lukewarm. Put up his picture. Let me take you to the state of Georgia. 24-year-old Antoine Sims was arrested following a disagreement over French fries at a local McDonald's. This was in Kennesaw, Georgia. Police say he was actually out on bond for murder at the time and failed to make his court appearance. The disagreement happened at the McDonald's in Kennesaw. As I said, police body cam shows Sims complaining about his fries. He told them, and I quote, "I tried the fries, they were lukewarm, but they weren't hot." And so according to this fellow, this was the opportunity to call 911. I did not know how to classify this. Really, this story has elements of Karenicity and what in the red state hell. There's more. The owner said he was cursing at him and wanted him to leave and to be issued a criminal trespass warning, said Kennesaw police officer David Buchanan. When officers searched Sims' name in a law enforcement database, they got an alert that he had a warrant out for his arrest and he was a dangerous individual. Sims was charged in the murder in Johns Creek of a woman in Johns Creek, Adelisa Maritovic. That was in 2018. Her body was found inside of a burning car. Police were searching for 3 people in connection with her murder. Sims ran from the police and was later captured by the US Marshals in Wisconsin. Remember, this was back in 2018. So in 2018, he gets charged with murder. They attempt to effect an arrest and he flees, and they found him in Wisconsin. He gets carried back to jail where he's given a bond. He posts the bond and decided to call the police on himself a few years later because of lukewarm French fries. All right, Sims was currently out on bond, but had a warrant out of his arrest from Fulton County for failure to appear. When Kennesaw police tried to give Sims the criminal trespass warning, he took off running. As soon as he runs away, the officers began to chase after him, according to the officer. Police caught up with him in an apartment complex. The officer gives chase for a few seconds and tasers him in the back, and he immediately goes to the ground, said the officer, after complaining about his cold fries. No, officer, lukewarm fries. I need you to get this right in the report. Sims is now back in jail. It's very unusual, the cop says, that someone knowing he is wanted by the police would call the police, but Mr. Sims did that, said Officer Buchanan. Now, I've actually seen the video. The young brother needs to be in jail, okay? The criminal offenses, that's one category. And then the pure and simple insanity of him calling 911 because of lukewarm fries. And here's what's interesting about this story. When the police approached Mr. Sims, they really were just giving him a warning. It's when he decided to run, they said, well, hell, we need to go ahead and do a more exhaustive search because obviously there's something here. In addition to that, the McDonald's, the manager did not want him to even get arrested. He didn't even want the guy to have a trespass on his record, just a trespass warning. All right, fascinating stuff. Attorney, I gotta ask you, have you ever heard of anything like this in all of your legal profession?
Unfortunately, there are a lot of unintelligent criminals out there. I would say the vast majority, yeah. Yeah, for real. People don't think that they're going to get caught. Also, their minds, the way I would like to think that they're functioning, are not necessarily in a logical way. Especially people who have gotten away with things for a nice period of time. And this individual seems to reflect that kind of behavior. The good thing is that law enforcement did recognize something was wrong and actually proceeded with this, because this gentleman is engaging in these violent acts toward members of society for reasons that are just completely and totally asinine and nonsensical. And it really seems to show that there is this just disregard for the sanctity of human life, as well as just there's something wrong here. And you're absolutely right, the person needs to be in prison. I think that's just it.
Yep, there you go.